Hey, what's up, guys? Well, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 7 is over. Um, it was a decent experience. I'm not gonna say it was a great experience. Do I regret coming? No, absolutely not. It was worth it, and I plan on coming to the next one. But I want to talk about some things the event experience before I talk about the fights. All right. First off, man, whoever's picking these ring card girls, they're doing a damn good job, man. They got a great taste in women. They know what they are doing. Um, they're not just picking girls with pretty faces and little skinny legs, and um, they look. These girls were fit. They athletic girls, man. Girls that had well shaped legs. Um, I mean, these girls are perfect, man. If I were picking the girls, these were the kind of girls I would pick, man. Perfect bodies, beautiful faces, long hair, great tans. Whoever's picking the girls, thumbs up from Trav. All right. Now, let's talk about the seating. All right. Um, I'm a bit disappointed at what I could not see. I guess I could say from the seat I had. All right. Now I paid for a front row seat. All right. I was in the first section. I was in the first row on in seat six. All right. Now, similar to when I went to the World Boxing Super Series in Lafayette, you know, there were people in front of us, man. We paid for front row tickets, but still on the inside of the fence, uh, well, inside the gate, they have a row of people like special VIP people, maybe relatives. I don't know. But man, that shit ain't right, man. That ain't cool, man. If I pay for a front row seat, man, I do not want anybody in front of me. You know, I do not want anybody in front of me. I wanted the gate in front of me and then the ring. All right. So that I did not like. Also, and this is for anybody who goes to a bare knuckle fighting event. All right. Now, sitting in C6, depending on how you would want to divide up the ring, I could see maybe 2/3 of the ring or 3/4 of the ring. All right. The right side of the ring was blocked by a ring post, and then the cameraman right beside it. Um, and I mean, I really couldn't see. I could barely see. It was a little space I could see. Besides, after that point, but that was bad, man. That's bad. I'm looking at whenever the fight would go to the right side of the ring, my right side, all I could see was a post and a cameraman. You know, Thankfully, from where I was sitting, looking straight ahead towards the fighter entrances, you could see the two big screens they had on the left and the right of the entranceway, so I could look at those. Um, but next time I go, I might get a seat on the first level up. They have two levels up. All right. The second level was empty. All right. The first level up, it was a decent amount of people. It wasn't full. It wasn't packed. It was every seat wasn't taken, but it was a decent amount up there. But I think the best seat when it comes to that Coliseum, it would probably be the first level up, in the middle, looking straight ahead. First level up, if you can get on that front row, in the middle especially, because you should be able to see everything straight ahead. You might not be on the floor where everyone is walking right by you. Like, I mean, everybody walked by me. Rumble Johnson was right there. Um, all of the ring card girls. Who else? Um, Feldman, he was right there. Dan Mercoliata, I mean everybody, all of even fighters after they finished fighting were walking through there. Some of them were talking to the people in the crowd, around us because they had relatives in the crowd or whatever. So I was in the middle of the action, but you know my view was a bit blocked. All right. So next time I might. I'm not sure. It's still tempting to be out on the floor. Being by everybody. But if I get a floor seat again, I'm gonna try to get the seat number one. If I'm sitting on that side, um, and then that way I'm kind of sitting in the middle and I'm not blocked. I should be able to see everything if I'm on that end seat, I think. All right. So that's a suggestion for anybody who goes to bare knuckle fighting in Biloxi. Um, maybe sitting a level up and sitting in the middle, and you should be able to see everything. All right, and save a lot of money in the process. All right, now covered the girls, covered the tickets and the viewpoint and all that. Now let's talk about the fights. All right. Um, let's see. The first fight. Before I talk about that, they said that this event, it was the label start time was 6 o'clock. All right, I got in town a little later than I wanted to, and I was getting ready later than I wanted to, taking a shower and all that. I don't think I left until almost 7. I got there until like almost 7. You know, the event did not start till 8. Which I'm pretty sure was the same time it started on YouTube. Because there were no fights. I got in, said to the guy beside me, and I asked him, I said, "Did I miss anything?" I said, "No, you hadn't missed anything. I hadn't even started fighting yet." So I got there way after 6, almost around 7 or so. I walked in. Like I said, I walked to the Coliseum. The Quality Inn is right next door to it. You literally can walk, don't even have to drive, don't have to pay for parking, don't have to deal with traffic. I mean, it's excellent, man. Excellent. Um, and I walked in and I bought me two bare knuckle fighting shirts, which I will try to show you. I didn't think about this before doing the video. Let me see if I can get them pulled out here so you can see. One of them is basically the what I would call the logo, their main logo. Um, let's see. Let me push this stuff out of the way. And the shirts were $20 each. All right, and I got two. I couldn't make up my mind, so I went ahead and bit the bullet and got both. All right. So that's the bare knuckle fighting championship shirt, their main logo. You see guys with it on the stage. And then I have another one. I thought this was a pretty cool one, which I had not seen before. Um, let's see. It says Bare Knuckle Shut Up and Knuckle Up Fighting Championship. It's got a guy standing in the like Irish stance. So it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be John L. Sullivan, but I thought that was pretty cool. So kind of reminded me of McGregor in the Irish fighting stance and all that. But yeah, so I got two shirts for $40. Everybody at the event was nice. Really nothing negative to say about the crowd, or anybody in the crowd. All right. Um, and yeah, even though the event was labeled as being starting at 6, it really not starting until 8. So no need to rush getting to a bare knuckle fighting event. Um, you know, It's gonna start whatever time it says it's gonna start on TV. That's what time the shit gonna start. All right, or YouTube, whatever they show it on. All right, now, the first fight was Marlboro. I think I'm saying that right. Versus Henry. All right. Marlboro was a guy from West Monroe, Louisiana, which is an hour and a half from me. He had on the American trunks, and I think the Henry guy was from Mississippi. All right. Man, this fight was awesome. I mean, it was an epic start to the night, man. These guys were, I mean, basically like punch for punch street brawl, And the fight is available to watch on YouTube. Just go to the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship channel, and you can watch all these fights I'm about to talk about. These guys were throwing at each other, going at each other. I think both of them got knocked down, and then at the end, Marlboro landed flush on Henry that put him down and out, man. Um, the crowd was hot for the knockout. It was, I mean, a lot of people were anxiously waiting, were getting tired of waiting for the fights to start, and this made it feel worth the wait, man. I'm like, damn, this was a great start. Everybody was hyped and excited. Both guys busted up bloody, and then later on in the event, we saw them walking around near us, in the crowd and right in front of us inside the fence. All right. But shout out to Marlboro, did it for Louisiana, knocked out the Mississippi guy. So I enjoyed that. All right. Now, the second fight was Harris versus, I think that's Bastante. There was a guy sitting beside me. He was from Salt Lake City. He said that him and his son traveled from Salt Lake City to watch this event, man. I'm pretty sure some other people traveled, a good ways to come watch this event. And this cool guy. And man, he said that he would have put money on Vistante. I was kind of thinking that the brother was gonna win too. Beat knock out the white guy, right? Man, this guy got knocked down multiple times. Um, Definitely ain't no three knockdown rules. Shit, they was letting the guy keep getting up to fight, man. And but hell, from the way the fight ended, maybe they should have stopped it. He kept getting knocked down so much. I mean, the view I had, I was basically sitting, looking straight ahead, and this guy was facing me when he took that punch, man. It reminded me of the Nonito Donaire knockout that he got against, I forget the guy's name, at the World Boxing Super Series. That was kind of what popped in my head, man. As soon as he hit the guy, you knew it was over, man. He hit the guy, and from me looking straight ahead at the guy, I could see the guy's, just kind of out on his feet. His eyes just kind of, just kind of droopy and standing still, and he just was stiff, man, and face planted, and the crowd jumped up and ooh, and just me and the guy was sitting there shaking our heads in disbelief. Referee immediately called in paramedics. And by the way, I wish I would have kept my camera going as I walked up to the building because the ambulance, there were two ladies by the ambulance near the building, and they were talking to people about where they should go in and stuff. And I'm like, damn, they already getting ready to carry some people out of here, talking about bringing the stretcher in and stuff. But that was definitely a knockout of the night, man. And yeah, that was crazy. That dude face planted, man. He was out of it. I'm glad he got up, and hopefully he will be okay. He got up, and he got a standing ovation from the crowd. Everybody who got knocked out got ovation from the crowd after they got up. So that was pretty cool. But I'm telling you, the way this event started, man, it seemed like it was gonna be epic, man. Two just crazy knockouts, right? All right, but unfortunately to me, man, those were like the high points to the night, and it just kind of went downhill. All right. The next fight was I guess that's Sopi or Sope or whatever, I don't know, versus Torres. I'm assuming the guy's Samoan. And Torres, I'm guessing, is a Mexican guy. He got Torres to take a punch, man. This guy's Soapy was hitting him with everything he had and could not drop this guy, could not do nothing with this guy. This guy was smiling at this guy's punches, man. I'm like, man, he need to go to the body. Um, but the right guy won the decision in Soapy. But Torres was tough, man. This guy could take a punch, you know. I mean, he was basically smiling at the guy, walking through the guy's shots, you know, he couldn't hurt him. But he still, you know, he got landed on more and was a punching bag. They were slapping each other in the fight. It was funny. But, you know, good, decent heavyweight fight. All right. The Paulo Reno and Boudreaux fight. I'm not sure which one of those guys got injured. But the guy that got injured went down. It was right in front of me. The guy went down holding his ankle. All right. I sensed that the guy was wanting to quit, man, and other people did too. I remember it was a point in the fight where he pounded his chest, like it was the guy who got knocked out bad by Danny Garcia years ago, Rod Salker. He pounded his chest in the middle of the fight. I thought that was very funny. Um, but after he started getting lit up, man, I just sensed that he wanted to quit. He wanted out, and for his sake, I hope the injury was legitimate. Because if he quit, that'd be pretty bad, you know. But yeah. Uh, so he went out due to injury. All right. So we went from two knockouts, you know, exciting knockouts to uh, basically a decision and then an injury. All right. Then that was followed up by the Melvin Gillard fight against Valley Flag. You know, Melvin Gillard, I thought as soon as he got hit, he was going to go out, you know, because he's a fading fighter. But he put up a good effort, man. He was decent, not his best. You know, him being in the 170s, he was a bit, you know, had, a bit flabby, not, you know, ripped. But you know, he quit due to injury, you know, so you know, we went from two knockouts to a 5 round decision with heavyweights, then two fights with injuries, stopped by injuries. All right, you know, ankle and a hand. You know, so the card was on the downside. All right, the women's fight was really good. It was a 5 round fight. I would say it was an upset. The Invicta girl, Peralta, she beat Perea, took her belt, and advanced in the tournament. And crowd was hot for this fight. These women put on a great fight. All right. Unfortunately, it did not end in a stoppage. You know, it was another fight that went to a decision. You know, even though it was a good, exciting fight. All right. Then the Sherman Adams fight for the heavyweight title. You know, I don't understand why the heavyweight title was co-main event. You know, to Allers, I guess the guy's name, Garcia, or Allers, whatever. You know, that should have been the main event. Um, so that was a fail in my opinion. You know, put the heavyweight title, um, you know, second to anything. All right. So Sherman won the fight. That was the right decision. Crowd was hot for him because he's a Mississippi guy. He gave the belt to, I guess, the guys from the fire department, right in front of me. When the event was over, he was right in the crowd, you know, talking to everybody, talking to, I guess, guys from the fire department. Um, but again, another fight that went to a decision. You know, Adams seemed like he had ability. You know, he was a champ, but I didn't like the way he was holding his arms and his hands, and he was not letting his hands go enough, in my opinion. When he did, and you know, he looked kind of fast and strong, but he didn't go for it enough. All right, and finally the Allers and Garcia fight. Garcia definitely seems to be old and past it. Allers, I hope I'm saying the guy's name right. He did not waste any time whatsoever. As soon as the ref said knuckle up or go, he was throwing on Garcia, man, and he hurt Garcia, and the guy could not recover, man. You know, and I'm not considering the cheap shot. He did what he was supposed to do. He was, you know, he caught the older, slower man, you know, with his faster reflexes, I would say, so, and speed. So, congrats to him, man. The main event was basically nothing, a wash, a one-sided quick fight. You know, a sour way to end the night. So the night started off epic, man. If the rest of the fights would have been like that, it would have been hell all time great. But we went from two great knockouts to um, decision, injury, decision, and quick one-sided fight. So the event flamed out to me, man. It just flamed out after the first two fights, which were epic. And I encourage anybody who did not see it, if you're watching this video, go to the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship channel and watch the first two fights, man. That's all you need to see, really. And you will see, I mean, two great fights and two great finishes, in my opinion. All right, and the crowd agreed with me. They were hot for it, man. But I think that's it, guys. You know, it was a decent experience. I would say if I had to give it a letter grade, and this may seem tough, but I would say a C, man. Because the first two fights were great, but it just kind of, decisions and injuries after that. Then plus the viewpoint, you pay top dollar. You should not have anybody in front of you. You should not have cameramen blocking you, ring posts blocking you. You should have a premium seat where you can see everything, man. So I don't know. Next time, maybe I'll go first level up in the center section, straight ahead, and see what that's like. Um, you know, but I did enjoy being around all the big players. I will say that. Feldman. I might be on Feldman's. I don't know if that was his Twitter or Instagram, whatever he does. But he was filming before the event. He was basically pointing his phone right at me, so I'm probably on there. I hadn't seen it, but it was cool being around all of the big names that we all know. So, and once again, those ring card girls, man, them girls are perfect, man. Those girls were perfect. And at the end of the event, cause like I said, I was right there around everybody. When they were leaving out, I approached the one that I thought was the hottest. The blonde girl. Her name is Natalie. I forget her last name, but it's if you want to look her up on Instagram, it's Natalie and BIA all together, and she should be the first one to pop up because she popped up when she told me. I typed in Natalie BIA and she popped up, and you'll see a blonde girl. You'll see on her profile it says like Mississippi, Miss Gulf Coast, Miss Gulfport or something like that. I think the MS for Mississippi, and she has like over 1,000 posts. But yeah, I thought the girl was perfect, man. I mean, clearly works out, is in the gym. You know, she get like these thick, muscular legs, flat stomach. You know, breasts. I mean, long hair, perfect tan. I mean, she was fine. And I just approached her and asked if I could follow on Instagram, and she said, yeah, she gave it to me, and that was that. But they all were perfect. I would have picked them, So, but I think that's it, guys. It is hell. It's right at midnight. I think I'm about to walk next door to Waffle House. Like I said, perfect location, man. I'm in between Waffle House and the Coliseum. You know, I literally parked my car at the hotel and have not had to move it, man. I'm about to walk, get some late night food, and get some sleep, and then we'll get ready to head home tomorrow. So I think that's it, guys, to wrap up the fight journal. Um, if you guys saw the event, Let me know what you thought about it. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section, and we'll try to answer them for you. But cool experience. I would say a C. Um, Hopefully next time will be better. Might try to get a different seat and see how that works. Um, and then I can comment, on differences. But I think that's it, guys. Let me know what you think, and we'll check in with you guys soon. Thanks for watching.